we have a malfunctioning wife appliance. This wife appliance has feelings. Wife appliances are not supposed to have feelings. Let's go ahead and jump into this story from the 2X chromosome subreddit. It's titled, "It's Hard to Have Empathy for You." She says, "I'm still processing this one. I've been in a relationship with my male partner for a couple of years, and I've accepted that he has low EQ. For example, he cannot talk about emotions, and he really struggles to understand what I'm thinking and feelings about trivial things. We started couples therapy last year after I ended the relationship and told him that the future of our relationship was contingent on us figuring this out. A recent point of contention was how he asked me to make tea for him as soon as I finish up a 10-hour workday. Our couples therapist prompted him numerous times to try to consider how I would feel at the end of the day and how it might have been more appropriate to offer me care instead. Nope, nada. Cannot wrap his mind around that. He's also interrupted at my home yoga practice to ask for tea as well, since I'm already standing up. Last night we had therapy again, and we talked about my anxiety last week over a medical procedure. He opened up and shared that he felt confused and tired from my emotions and that I shouldn't feel anxious about any of this, and started outlining all of the reasons why my emotions were wrong. Our therapist interjected and asked if he could find any empathy for me. The procedure was a CT scan at 11 p.m. on a work night in a city an hour away. He couldn't. After therapy ended, I asked how he could work on developing his empathy. He said that he actually understands empathy very well, just that it's hard to have it for you. I said that I felt really concerned by this, and he quickly tried to hug/cuddle me and refused to elaborate further. I don't know what I'm looking for here. I know what needs to be done, but WTF. I had no idea how deeply this issue ran in our relationship, and I can now understand what's felt so off for several months now. He literally said, I understand empathy, I just can't have it for you. After a person who you thought you were in a relationship says that, I would imagine that you're just figuring out how to disentangle and leave the relationship. Because, like she said, WTF. Like, literally, she's about to have a CT scan for whatever kind of procedure this is, and he has no empathy for his wife appliance at all. This is not a person that sees her as a human. When I say that women are looked at as appliances, this is literally it. He doesn't have any empathy for his dishwasher or washing machine, the same as he has absolutely no empathy for his wife appliance. He does not see the humanity in this woman. The fact that he expects her to go to work and then come home and serve him, or she's in the middle of doing something and he expects her to stop what she is doing and serve him, shows that he looks at her simply as a service or a utility to him, and that is it. And that's one of the reasons why I will continue to say that these people need to be lonelier. It needs to go from a loneliness epidemic to a loneliness pandemic. He needs to be blindsided. KV says, yeah, that's effed. I'm not entirely sure he even thinks of you as fully human. I'm sorry, that must be a difficult realization to come to. I hope it makes ending things a little easier. Miss Mamie says, exactly. She is support staff only. Anything beyond her usefulness is annoying. And then the OP says, my good friend pointed out that he only affirms my affection for him when I'm completing acts of domestic care, i.e., I make tea, I make dinner, I make breakfast without him asking, and he'll say, wow, you really do love me. I've told him it's effed, but at the same time, I don't want to invalidate his love language. Here we go with this love language stuff. Love language, acts of service, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't affirm you at all. So can we just go ahead and throw that in the garbage? Because it literally should go both ways. You should be showing appreciation both ways. He shows absolutely none because she is a utility. She is an appliance, and that's it. I Heart the Region says he's weaponizing his love language to train you to be obedient. There is nothing to invalidate. He wants you to feel guilty for not loving him on his terms. What is your love language? Does he willingly do anything for you? It doesn't matter what her love language is. He doesn't give a damn about her. He's already said it. So the fact that she doesn't want to invalidate his love language is giving him way too much grace. He deserves nothing. He deserves literally nothing, and she needs to blindside him. Dip and Flipper says, you mean gasp, that his Bang-Maid appliance has feelings and that he may need to consider them? Get out of this relationship with this sociopath who doesn't care about you at all and look for someone who isn't wasting your time. He literally told you he feels empathy, just not for you. What he's saying is that you need to serve him without complaint. If you tolerate this, then expect more of the same. And then the OP says, I'm eternally grateful for this sub for teaching me the term Bang-Maid appliance. Thank you for your insight. Y'all obviously know that I use the term wife appliance, but Bang-Maid appliance also works. Efferent Copy says, for some perspective, I've been cheated on twice, and both of those guys would have easily been the one making me tea after I wrapped up a 10-hour workday, or reassuring me and driving me to the CT scan appointment, including while the cheating was occurring. If I had needed them post-breakup for something like that, they would have helped. Neither of them would have said it's hard to have empathy for you. My dad once told me that relationships should actually not be hard. It's so counter to the relationships are hard narrative that we're fed all the time that I ignored him until I met my now husband. Things have been so easy with him. He wants to spend time with me and he lets me know. Errands are fun. We both feel safe and happy and cared for. When I would come home from work completely exhausted during my first trimester of my pregnancy, he would make me a nourishing dinner while I napped. Nothing fancy, but palatable when I was feeling super sensitive to the flavors of like certain lettuces in our usual salad greens mix. We buy each other little treats when we're out at the store by ourselves. He travels for work and likes to bring me mugs and fridge magnets from places he visits. And when I do something kind for him, he is grateful. He doesn't act entitled. You can find this type of relationship too, but first you need to cut out the dead weight. This man isn't interested in changing. That's not on you. He sounds like a tool, and he will continue to be a tool long after you walk away. Please be brave and take your power back. The OP says, I appreciate this, and remembering some of my exes has also given me perspective. I did tell my partner this morning that I feel my exes have had more empathy for me, and they're still my exes. So we need to fix this. He said it's not okay for me to compare, which is correct, and it was a low blow. I'm just not sure how else to get him to understand this, beyond using clandestine movers and disappearing during his workday. But why do you care to make him understand? He doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't like you. So why don't you just take this as a learning point and just move on? Take this as a lesson learned, a cautionary tale to not repeat this again. But the woman at the bottom says he understands. He just doesn't want to change, and he won't. At some point, we've got to take the hint that it's time to move on. This man is being just out there and bold with it that he does not give a damn about this woman. She's not going to make him care. You can't make somebody treat you well, but you first and foremost have to give a damn about yourself. You've got to care enough about yourself to walk away when someone isn't treating you well. And that's what I said to her. Do you give a what did I say? No, I called her a wife appliance. And I'm like, what are you going to do about it? She has voiced her concerns. He said, I don't care. Basically is what he said, I don't care. So now she needs to figure out, is she willing to stay and continue to put up with this, or is she going to move on? So we will see what she does. If she does come back and update us or whatnot, we'll see. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.